Welcome to the Intuitive Therapist Podcast with Janis R. Cohen, therapist, clairvoyant, empath, and medium. Listen in as she takes a no-nonsense deep dive into real human struggles and how to resolve them. Janis will share channeled information from her spirit guide team, as well as the angels and archangels, to help you master your emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual destiny. And now, Janis R. Cohen.
Hey y'all, this is Janis Cohen, the Intuitive Therapist here on the Intuitive Therapist Podcast. I've been privileged to have been around animals my entire life. And I've been even more privileged to have several of my own animals as pets over my lifetime. And as an empath, having life force energy in the form of animals has been an essential part of my well-being. Animal energy is pure. Animal energy heals, and I need to be around that sweet energy. On the 20th of this month, just a few weeks ago, I had to put down one of my sweet cats. She developed feline intestinal lymphoma, and it had metastasized, and she had struggled significantly over the past few weeks, and it was time to end that struggle for her and send her home to be with my other cat who passed before, and my father, who's in heaven now. On June 10th, 2010, 12 years earlier, I had to put down my other cat, Sweetie. And he lived to be 19. He had a full life. And he too succumbed to cancer. I adored him. He was my buddy. We had such good snuggles. And I loved to feel how soft he was, his fur. And he made my life better. He got me through a lot of rough times in my life. Fast forward 12 years, almost to the day, within 9 days of his passing, I had to lay my sweet Pecan to rest. Several months ago, a dear friend of mine and I were on a Zoom call since she lives out of state, and she's a medium. And she told me that Sweetie, my 19-year-old cat who had passed, is with me all the time and often hangs out in the entryway to my bedroom, and that he watches over me. As a medium myself, I know that our animals are always with us after they've passed. I've channeled many of them for my clients. However, I had yet to feel Sweetie or see Sweetie in the 12 years since his passing. However, the week prior to Pecan's death, I began to see him out of the corner of my eye. The sightings were quick, but I knew it was him for sure. 3 times he made himself known in the morning, and once at the end of my workday on the same day. It was a Monday, the week before I put down Pecan. And I knew that he was showing up to let me know that it was time for Pecan to go with him to heaven, and that he was here to escort her. And I also knew that I needed to give her a little more time. I was praying for a miracle. I was praying that she would heal. Less than a week later, I scheduled an in-home agency to come and help me complete her life. And that morning, Sweetie showed up again. This time, he was fully visible to me. I was getting ready in the bathroom one day that morning, and I saw him fully sitting in the doorway of my bathroom. It was time, and he was here to usher her to heaven. Pecan knew too. Animals know more than we give them credit for. She looked me in the eyes, and she let me know it was okay. And in my sorrow leading up to her passing, I thanked her for the love she gave me, the kind of love that only an animal can give us humans, that unconditional Groundhog Day kind of love. She and her sister have gotten me through many, many losses, many difficult times, breakups, disappointments, death. And so I wanted to honor that. I wanted to tell her how much she had impacted me and my life. I wanted to let her know that I loved everything about her smell, how soft her fur was, how much I loved it when we snuggled and when I fell asleep to her purring in my ear, how much I valued the comfort she brought me, how she keenly sensed my emotions, especially when I was grieving at different points in my life, and for having been one of my most prized and faithful companions in this lifetime. Animals have so much to teach us about true love. They know what it means to forgive and to offer complete redemption to their owners in a millisecond. They teach us about patience, independence, choice, autonomy, peace, safety, compassion. Our animals choose us just as much as we choose them. You might not know this, but it's true. We humans have all sorts of soul contracts, including ones with our animal companions. And that's why our love for them is so deep. We are destined to love them, and they are destined to love us. And all of my animals have taught me to be a better person. They've helped me slow down, stay present, and soothe myself when I kiss and pet their soft fur. They've taught me how resilient love can be and how resilient I can feel from their love, how real and true love can be, and how capable we are of opening our hearts completely to a love like no other with an animal. My babies, my fur babies, taught me that loving deeply means that the pain of losing is just as profound, but that it's worth it. We've all lost pets whom we've adored, and as a result, we've experienced the deep despair that only comes from truly having loved them with matching innocence. And I know my babies will come to visit me and will always be with me as yours are, always with you. And I hope that as you reflect on the animals that have crossed your path, I hope you can really think about what they've taught you, the wonderful and meaningful life lessons they've left with you. And I hope that you'll take time to reflect on those life lessons and use them in your life with the people in your life. Animals are safe, but practicing the lessons they teach us with humans is so worth it. Imagine what the world would be like if we treated everyone else like we treated our beloved pets. Wow, what a world that would be. If you've lost a pet, if you're struggling, I send you a lot of love. I get it. But the loss of a pet and the grief we feel, like I said before, only shows you how deep the love is that you've given your pet and how deep the love is that you've gotten from your pet. I send you a lot of love, and I wish you a blessed day, a wonderful week, and always live intuitively.
Thanks for listening to The Intuitive Therapist. If you like what you heard, the best compliment you can give us is to share this podcast with a friend. And be sure to give us some stars and a favorable review at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen in.